I just got done coaching, so what I'm doing right now is chicken thighs right now. And then I'm actually gonna do some eggs with the chicken thighs probably. But breaking these down, that's why it's so important when you guys are tracking those macros. When we're talking about macros, what are macros? Macros are your carbs, fats, and proteins. So those macros add up to a certain amount of calories because 1 gram of fat is 9 calories, and then 1 gram of carbs are 4 calories, and then 1 gram of protein is actually 4 calories as well. So when people say they're counting their macros, they are counting their calories because when you hit your macro goals, you are actually hitting your calorie goals as well. So when people say that they're hitting their macros but they're not hitting their calories, it's because you're looking at the percentage instead of looking at the actual grams, because you have a certain amount of grams to hit. So I always tell everyone to get MyFitnessPal, and that's where you can start tracking that stuff. But that is where we are working with right now on that first meal of the day. All right, doing that lemon and lime shot right before I eat right now. It's what I usually do is right before I eat or whenever I can remember to actually do it. That is key to remembering to do it. But cut the limes, and I always like to do the limes first because the lemons will actually put on a lot of the pulp on the juicer. There's like no juice coming out of this lime. Sometimes you get a good lime, sometimes you don't. This lime better be better. But with that, I'll do those two. I'll do the lime first and then the lemon because the lemon puts so much pulp on it, and I always feel like it sucks up a lot of the lime juice instead of the lemon. So that's how I do it in order. Then we'll cut up that lemon. But when you guys are counting those macros, you got to make sure you're counting everything, even these. Yes, there are carbs in lemon and lime juice. I can't pinpoint exactly how much because every time I look it up, it calculates with the pulp. But the thing is, with a juicer, you're not getting the pulp. You're just getting the fresh juice out of it. It is the worst when you have a hangnail and then you get lemon juice in that cut. I swear, if you don't know where you got cut, put some lemon juice on your hands and you'll find out real quick where that cut came from. Man, I am so pale. I'm in Arizona and I'm literally, it's been so cold. I'm actually cold wearing this tank top, but I feel like wearing a tank top today. Sun's out, guns out, right? But with that, doing the shot, I usually let it juice down a little bit, but bottoms up. See, the lemon lime's not bad. The bad one is this one, the apple cider vinegar. Ugh. But doing that right now. All right, for meal 2, what are we doing? Ground beef as always, and some veggies. I like to do the ground beef and barbecue sauce. That's actually delicious. But what I like to do is the 72 to 80% ground beef. I don't like to do the lean stuff because what happens is, to hit your fat goals, you got to get up to that 60% with what I do. And I don't like to do lean meats because it's a lot harder to get in those fat calories. So that's why I like to do the 80% ground beef or the 72 because the fat content is way up there and it's a lot easier to get those calories up because of all those fats that are in the ground beef instead of getting the lean stuff. So that's why I don't like to do grass-fed either, honestly, because I want that fat marbling in that ground beef to get all those calories in. So meal 2 coming at you. All right, what's for dinner? Chicken thighs and broccoli. Chicken thighs and broccoli. You guys got to keep it simple. Quit thinking you got to make some elegant gourmet meal. You're not Betty Crocker, all right? Just make it simple. You got to eat to live, not live to eat. You have to hit your macronutrient goals. So what I do for the macronutrient goals for the percentages is 60% fat, 35% protein, 5% carbs. But like this, there's a little bit of carbs in that broccoli, and that's how I'm able to stay under 20 grams all carbs all day long. So you got to remember that why to be able to hit those goals. If you don't, you're going to undereat and you're not going to hit your goals. I'm telling you, that's what you got to do. So when it comes to hitting your macros, when you hit your macro goals, I'm not talking by percentages. I'm talking by grams now. So once you get your percentages, you'll get your grams. So let's say, for instance, mine is 2,400 calories and 60% of my calories are going to be from fat. MyFitnessPal will give you the amount of grams that you need to hit. Your goal are the grams. It is not the percentages. The percentage is what you want to stay around where you're getting your calories from, all right? Now I'm going to enjoy this cheese stick and enjoy those chicken thighs. Remember your why, and remember, drop a comment and a question. I'm going to answer that on that Q&A's, Fullerton Nutrition Q&A. So hit that subscribe, like, and share button. Have an amazing night. Today is Friday.